to cross that number.
Mm-hmm.
I was at 10,068 when I saw that shit. And I was like, all right, maybe, you know, it could be a blessing in disguise. Sure, you're going to have a guy trashing you and 40,000, 50,000 views of people telling you you're an idiot. But maybe it'll get maybe 2-3% of those people to come over and check your channel and maybe subscribe. It might push you over. But motherfucker didn't mention Penn State basketball. He didn't mention the handle. He didn't mention my name once. He treated me like a 2K character, and that's what I take disrespect with. When you start out talking about guys, like, you're not going to talk about me. Like, first of all, I'm not dumb. I don't think my list was as stupid as he's making it sound, even though I understand why some people felt that way. But you treated me like a fucking creative player in 2K, and I don't appreciate that.
Right. I can dig that. I expected Lo to be here by now.
I didn't.
Just in time. So as soon as I said it, my man popped up. Okay, I'm gonna send this link. Okay, y'all. This is the second link I'm sending out. Once again, do not click this link. This link is for Lo and for Lo only. I will drop another link after this for the jury. Okay, the jury meaning everybody else that's not Lo and Penn. Let Lo get in on this link. I don't want to have to sit here kicking everybody out. It's just a hassle. It's a hassle. I don't want to do it. Okay. So Penn, I like I said, I might not agree with your list 100%, but I also don't care much for the reaction, because I hate it when people hear me say something that I'm serious about and they're like, that's just stupid. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I don't think I'm stupid. I just don't agree with you. So I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for you fellas to come up here and let's discuss this. Penn, I'm gonna drop you in the back for a couple seconds. I'm gonna bring Lo up, and then I'll bring you back up. Everybody get in here together.
Okay.
Lo, what up? Welcome to Ox Square. Appreciate you for pulling up, brother.
This is by far the biggest bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
What, the list or the holding of court?
All of this.
So you don't think this is a legit Ox Court?
No, the audacity of you saying that I'm ducking when you've never invited me. You have my Telegram, so you have a direct way to.
Wait, Lo. I did not say you were ducking. Those words never came out of my mouth.
You never said that. You think that I hope that Lo isn't going to duck. I hope he's not going to duck.
Because I see that in the chat. I said I hope he's not ducking. I don't think he would duck.
You said that before the stream started. I saw you in the chat saying that before the stream started. Ox.
I said, who do you think is going to duck, chat?
And then
Look, that's good. That's good engagement, bro.
And you said, okay. Like I said, bullshit. Secondly, again, you have my Telegram, so you could directly contact me. Thirdly, you did not at me on Twitter at all. I didn't learn about this until 15 minutes ago, and I wasn't even at the house. So that's bullshit. All of that is bullshit. That's bullshit. Nobody never contacted me, directly informed me. I didn't learn about this until literally 15 minutes ago.
Okay, Lo. Well, just listen, brother. What I did yesterday.
No. I need you to tell people that. I need to hear that out of you.
Okay, Lo. Lo. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Be
accountable and say that.
Chill out for a second. Let me speak. What I did yesterday, I made a short. I tagged you in it on YouTube. I tagged you in on YouTube. I tagged Penn in YouTube. I said, yo, people, I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to get in touch with Lo. I need y'all to tag him and everything. I need y'all to tag him. I need you to tag Penn. I need y'all to do that. I dropped the link earlier today on YouTube, on Twitter. And if I didn't tag anybody in that,
you did not.
Honest oversight. My intentions was to have you here, Lo. I never want you to not know about this.
Do you have my Telegram?
Another oversight. Okay. I did not think of that. Okay. You were right. Okay. But Lo, honest to God, I thought you. Hold on, real quick, brother, because I thought for sure that you would see this because I tagged you on YouTube twice. I did not know that you didn't see that.
I have other things to do in life. All day today, I wasn't even home. So if you tag me, that's not going to probably reach me. But you have my Telegram. You have a direct connection with me. You can just contact me. So
Show you right. But brother, I apologize for that because I
Mhm.
did not want it to come out that you were ducking. I didn't think that you would duck. I thought you would be here.
So
those were clearly not my intentions. Obviously, Lo, it's better for content. It's better for everything if you're here. So I wouldn't want you to not show up.
So now moving forward to other ridiculous claims that are being made. Penn
let's do that.
crying like a little girl about me making fun of his name in the chat and claiming that I was the one who initiated the pencil chat. No, when I got in the chat, people were already calling him Pencil. I don't want to get that credit for making fun of his name. That's not what I did. I wasn't the first one who initiated that. They were already making fun of him. B, the idea that I'm making a video because he cooked me about a Klay Thompson issue, which as a sidebar, he decided for whatever reason not to discuss about how Curry himself is openly stated, which is something that I said in the original stream. Curry himself said that he was probably going to leave the Warriors if they were not going to be contenders because there's nothing that was there before. So if that is the case, the whole argument that I was making is that even though, yes, it may not make the most sense, I would never ever in my life point to this idea that Klay Thompson should receive less money to accommodate a billionaire owner. That's something that I don't believe that NBA players should do. It does not make any sense. And also, it doesn't make any sense for you to prematurely end the Curry years because you don't want to pay Klay Thompson certain money to go over the threshold. As a sidebar, it later then stated that they were willing to go over the threshold because they were going to get Paul George anyway. So there's that as well. Another thing, this idea that it was because it was several months ago. It was. However, I was issued this several months ago. I was going to react to a Skip Bayless compilation because he just got fired, lost his job. However, my team had not put together a Skip Bayless video yet, so I decided to react to something else. When I
how did you decide to react?
I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Let me ask you a couple questions.
I'm almost there. All of this is all getting there. When I then went on the homepage, I saw. You know what I'm saying? I refreshed my page, saw the YouTube, and then a Player's Choice episode popped up. One of the episodes that popped up was the one where Penn was claiming that I think he said Malik Monk was like a top 5 playmaker in a half court, something that he later retook back within a moment of like 5 minutes of being pressured because
which I agree with.
I know you may agree with it, but I don't think that he does. He just looks at numbers and puts no context to them behind, and he just makes very frivolous arguments. He then later took that back, and then a couple of other things that many people have already been laughing about him whatsoever, and then that jogged my memory about, oh yeah, this is the same guy that also made claims that Kobe Bryant wasn't not only not top 10 player, but said that Sabonis was higher than him, which I thought was pretty hilarious as well. So then I went to go search for the clip. Couldn't find it for a second. Went on TikTok, found the time in which he was posted, then went back and I found the clip. But that was a clip that somebody gave me months ago when it first came out. That's the reason why. It's not like I just went to go randomly find it. That was something that we were talking about. Yeah, shout out to my man Huntington. Yeah, Vorping time. Yeah, absolutely.
But you do understand that, you know, I see why you did what you did now at the time, but I mean, you can see I was like, yo, why would you bring that up so much later? You know, is that it's understandable?
It's the off season. It's not really much to talk about right now, so I'm going to go back and talk about things that happened throughout this year.
I could dig that. So look, Lo, I see you seem a little a little frustrated. Now I don't want to ruffle.
You're making claims about me that are just factual.
I'm not making any claims here.
Yeah, sure.
This it's not me. Okay. I'm just here to be a mediator, bro. Take a couple of deep breaths, dog. I want to bring Penn up here, but I don't want to bring Penn up here so you guys can just yell and holler at each other. Let's talk, y'all.
Trust me, there won't be, and actually, it won't be that much yelling holler because I still have things to do. So we can hurry.
Okay, yeah, let's do that quickly. Penn, welcome back. Fellas, what's the deal here? Y'all go ahead. Y'all talk. I'm gonna shut the hell up. Go ahead, Penn.
Bro, first of all, like you need to cut this energy out. You got the same energy as a grandma that lived down the street from me. Like you just need to get in touch with your masculine side, right? Like really just get out of your feelings. It doesn't really matter. This is not real life. This is the internet, right? You know that, right? So just chill the fuck out. Stop going at everybody and just talk basketball. You ain't watched Arvydas Sabonis play. I know that because you can't even pronounce the man's name. Arvydas. You called him Arvydas like 25 times, bro.
So when did I make claims that I watch him play?
How can you make a claim about him not being great If you haven't watched him play.
I never said that he was great. When did I say that he wasn't great?
You said Kobe is better than him definitively.
Does that mean that he's not great?
I know that you think that you're cooking right now, but you're cooking marshmallows again.
These are very simple questions I'm asking you. Does
Bro,
that mean that he's not great?
You went at our bro. The subject of your video.
Very simple questions.
Shut the fuck up, man. Keep.
Wow.
Yo,
Whoa.
Pin, easy, brother.
Not
easy.
Mr. Let's keep it non-emotional.
Relax,
Oh,
yo.
wow.
Relax.
Oh,
You can
wow.
talk.
I don't appreciate the beta energy of continuing to cut a guy off. Like, stop talking, bro.
Oh, wow.
You want to get your nails done, Pookie? You all right? Should we check up on you? You need a mental health break? Don't cut me off, bro. This is not your channel. This is not your world. We don't live in your world. I don't give a shit if you racked up followers on 2K. I think, frankly, the fact that you are actually popular in the basketball world is actually what's wrong with the basketball world. It's because casuals, like 12-year-old TikTokers who play 2K, think that you know ball. You don't know ball, bro. I'll tell you something right now. I don't agree with Ox on a lot of stuff. I don't agree with Mars on a lot of stuff. But damn, man, I know that these guys at least understand basketball. I don't think you understand basketball. I don't think you understand hoops. And I think every time you get
Pin, let's not make blanket statements. I mean, we got the man here. We'll respect this time. Pin, is there anything in particular that you feel Low doesn't know about basketball? And maybe he feels like he would, rebuttal that.
Well, I don't think you know anything about Arvydas Sabonis. I really don't. Because based on what you said about him yesterday, the way you were talking about this guy, I would think that you were talking about friggin' Greg Ostertag the way you were talking about him, like Arvydas Sabonis, motherfucker. Like the way you're talking about him, like I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be talking like that if I had put Kevin Durant that high. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be talking about it like if I put Nikola Jokic that high.
KD is the wrong player to bring up for me, but I'm sorry, you may not know me. KD's definitely wrong.
I definitely do know about the KD thing. I also know about the 4 thing. Don't bring the past into the present. You might not like where it goes. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is you're not talking about Arvydas Sabonis like a person who's watched Arvydas Sabonis. You're not talking about him like someone who's done the research on Arvydas Sabonis. I don't appreciate you talking about Arvydas Sabonis at all. Keep the man's name out of your mouth. Number one. Number two, I'm pretty sure you, Basketball Encyclopedia, criticized my research skills yesterday, and then you said Kobe didn't miss the playoffs from 2000 to 2013. That's a lie. Then you talked about how Bill Russell didn't have to face anything economically, or he didn't have any economic struggles because he made $100,000, which is a lot of money. But you don't realize, apparently, that inflation adjusted, that's only $600,000, which means Malachi Flynn made more money, 3 times more money last year than Bill Russell.
Only $600,000?
Yes, only $600,000. Only $600,000 for the best basketball player in the world at the end of his peak, bro. Do you know how much people make today? The equivalent today of what he would be making if you were the best player in the world who had delivered 11 championships, you'd be making $65 million today. That's 100 times, bro. That's 110 times. So he was 110 times less paid than the same player today. And you're talking about, oh, well, he made $100,000 when families were making $8,000. So he didn't have to go through nothing. And I like the fact that you really ducked the part where I said he went through things socially, economically, and politically.
Because I agreed with you.
You didn't really mention anything about agreeing with me in that entire video, did you? The only time you even gave me remotely any ounce of like, hey, I agree with this, let's give him some credit for this, was, let me see, when did you do that? Oh, I'm pretty sure it's when I retracted something. It's when I retracted the Hakeem thing. Then you're like, all right, let's give him some credit. But the rest of it, you were trying to keep on my neck. Why? Because there wasn't anyone to respond to you, right? There wasn't anyone. If you were a real man, you would have come on to PC like a man and just what happened what happened on PC? You were talking about me in the chat, right? But when you came on and you greeted everybody, did you say shit to me? No, you said hi to him. And I'm like, wait a second. I know this motherfucker ain't talking about me in the chat and then gonna come here like I don't exist. Bro, you thought I was content. What you don't realize is I'm a very, very, very smart person that you do not want to fuck with.
Okay, let's fact check for a second. The Kobe missing the playoffs, I'm not 100% sure what you're referencing to, but I do know for a fact I challenge the idea that you said that Kareem would walk into the playoffs every single year, which is a lie. Kareem actually did miss the playoffs, so that's lie number one. Secondly, I've never, ever in my life even attempted to claim or make any statement of me watching Sabonis play basketball. Never. I then pose the question to you, have you watched a full game of Sabonis?
You're going to need a new beast. Correct.
You didn't ask me that question.
I'm asking you now.
He's asking now, Pin.
Well, you watch my video, so you know the answer to that question, right?
No,
If you
I
can
don't.
reference. Oh, that's
Well, Pin, could you just answer the question? Have
He's
you watched Arvydas Sabonis play a
Have you
game of
seen a full
basketball?
game of basketball?
Hang on. No. I answered this question several times in my video. So if you're going to quote my video about Kareem, then you're going to admit to the fact that you know damn well that I have watched full games of Arvydas.
Oh no,
Sabonis.
I haven't watched your whole video. No, I haven't watched.
Then how do you know about the Kareem thing?
Because
hold on, Pin. Have you watched any Arvydas Sabonis full games?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Games?
Go ahead, Lo.
Which
we watched full club games when I was 5 years old because my dad had an old VHS from him. Drazen Petrovic in Croatia playing over in Dalmatia Coast. We had like 18 to 20 VHS, including Magic Johnson stuff, Larry Bird stuff. My dad wanted me to learn basketball the right way. That's why I identify so much with Scotty Barnes' story, because his dad did the same thing with him. So I grew up on old school hoops.
Okay, so your recollection of Sabonis is when you were 5 years old.
I watched him play after that, obviously. I watched him play with Portland in 2000, 2001, 1999, 1998. I watched this guy be a top 5, top 6 center when his entire body was cooked. And I've listened to people like Dirk Nowitzki, Detlef Schrempf talk about him, bro.
Let me be a little more specific. Did you watch any full games of his before he tore his Achilles?
Yes.
Okay, when did you watch those games?
When I was 5 to when I was 9.
Okay, so your recollection of you watching him is when you were 5 and 9 years old, 5 through 9.
Yeah, it's about 3 years older than you are right now. So I say that's pretty good.
No, I think we're probably about the same age. Furthermore, because Jesus, the problem that I have with it isn't necessarily if you want to have whoever you have, that's fine. It's more so the concept and the ideology behind it. You criticizing Kobe because you believe
I didn't criticize Kobe. I didn't criticize Kobe. I didn't criticize Kobe. Don't make this about what you think it's about. Make it about what it's actually about. When on the panel did I ever say I would put Arvydas Sabonis over Kobe?
I didn't say.
When did I say Kobe's not great? When did I say Kobe's not good?
Let him talk, Pin. Let him talk, Pin. Let him talk.
I never said that.
You said you criticized Kobe. Where did I criticize him?
You criticized Kobe in the video in the stream just you did yesterday when you sat there and said
all the negative.
I said I'll say it one more time, Pin. I didn't watch the entire thing.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
I would actually mind you to stop being emotional and stop interrupting me because I continue to stop interrupting you unless I ask you a question. So as I said before, you did criticize Kobe and you criticized the era in which he played in. You claimed that he played in the weakest era in NBA history between the years of 2000 2007. Be very mindful to everyone who is watching chat throughout that exact same stretch of years that he references, the weakest, almost half of the names that he listed off all played in that era. So not just Kobe, but also Duncan, but also Shaq, but also Dirk, LeBron, and Tim Duncan. All of them played in that exact same era, but it's the weakest. To further this point about being weakness, he then referenced all-stars in the Eastern conference in which Kobe did not play in. Now, to be fair to Penn, he did stop himself and acknowledge, like, hey, maybe that isn't the greatest credibility, but fine, fair enough. That isn't probably the fairest critique. If that is the case, though, if you believe it's that weak, and now I'm posing a question to you, why would you then, if it's weak and it's something to then criticize or potentially put into context the impact that Kobe may have had throughout those stretch of years, why would you then hold that much weight to what Sabonis was doing in overseas play during the 80s when we all know that that type of basketball was significantly weaker than what Kobe was facing in the NBA during that stretch of years?
That type of basketball? Say what you mean, man. Say what you mean. What do you mean, that type of basketball?
In
good team basketball? I watched a guy who had an Achilles tear in an era where Achilles tears were pretty much a death sentence, okay, for an athlete. It was rare as hell for you to ever come back from an Achilles tear. You see Dominique Wilkins come back after Achilles tear. You see what happened to Kobe Bryant. 20 years later, what happened to Kobe Bryant? After an Achilles tear, his percentages went down by 8%. You watch the guy who was overweight after 5 or 6 surgeries, including an Achilles tear, come in and be a starting center in the NBA for a good chunk of his career and really do work. He was absolutely one of the 6 best centers at an era where centers were dominant. Now, I love how you threw Shaq in there when you said, "Oh, Shaq is in the same era as
Hold
that."
on,
Shaq dominated in the '90s, bro,
I'm sorry.
and the 2000s.
But he was also dominated in when people refer to his peak, they're referring to the stretch of years that you're referring to. But I'll ask the question.
What's Shaq's peak?
2000s, 2000, 2003. That's not his peak.
You don't think 95 to 2003 was a pretty significant peak? I mean, he went to the finals, bro. He was, I guess you saying he's not in his peak when he went to the finals? He wasn't in his peak in 96. 96 Shaq was a problem, bro. I don't know why I guess
do you think 2000 Shaq and 96 Shaq, or do you not think that 2000 Shaq is better than 96 Shaq?
It doesn't matter.
95 Shaq?
What a peak is defined by an era in which a period of time